Hi, I'm Brian, and welcome to a Minecraft video. You've probably seen a bunch of different Minecraft videos on YouTube, whether they be Let's Plays, or multiplayer adventures, or tutorials. I want to do my own series of videos, but I'm going to call it a Minecraft exploration and tactics set of videos. So basically, I feel like there's two kinds of people in Minecraft, those who like to build, like giant castles and big structures and things, and those who like to explore. And I'm in the latter category. I like going down into caves and searching for dungeons and fighting enemies and just seeing new stuff that's randomly generated in the world. And so I am going to focus more on that, and so that's going to be one aspect of the videos. That's the exploration. And as for the tactics, I'm also going to talk about different strategy things for ways that you can play better if you're going to be doing an assault on a dungeon, or just some general tips and tricks, even for getting started. I'm not going to go through kind of basic tutorial, but I will show off some things in terms of crafting some advanced things or different strategy that you can do in terms of playing the game. So with that said, I guess we can go ahead and get started. Just as some quick background, I play on normal difficulty, and this is single player survival mode. And let's go ahead and create a world. Okay, so here we are. I've got a randomly generated world, and this looks not bad. And so in terms of getting started, you probably know that step one is punch trees to collect some wood, and indeed wood is a very valuable resource. You'll need it for pretty much creating any of the tools you want. But I like to say that step zero is to mark where your spawn point is so you don't forget, because I always like to build my first shelter within sight of my spawn point. And so I think I started right here. And so I'm just going to build a little tower of sand, just so that when I do choose to build a shelter, I'm going to try to build it within sight of this little sand pillar. And that's just useful because you tend to die a few times in the first few days. And so as a result, I want to be able to get to my shelter after I respawn pretty quickly and easily. And so looking around the world, there's a few trees nearby. And so basically I will now move on to step one, which is to punch some trees and collect some wood. And so I'm going to do that for a few minutes, and I'll cut that out of the video and rejoin you in a moment. All right, welcome back. I've cut down a few trees. As you can see in my inventory, I've got 24 wood as well as a bunch of saplings. There are some people who recommend replanting saplings after you cut down trees. In general, I do not. I find that trees tend to clutter up the landscape and overgrow everything, and unless you're really running short on trees, I don't recommend planting trees, and so I tend to just keep them in a chest for when I need them. So in any case, now that I have some wood, the next thing to do is I want to find somewhere that I can burrow into a wall to set up temporary shelter and also find at least some stone, if not some coal. And I don't see any great spots that are very near my spawn point, and so my plan is that I'm simply going to go and try burrowing into the side of the mountain right here and see what I find. And so let's try that for a moment. And let's see if I can get a little ways in and manage to uncover some stone. And sure enough, I do. So since there is some stone here, I'm in good shape. And so I will go ahead and put out a crafting table. So let's make some wood planks and put together a crafting table so that I can go ahead and craft a wooden pick. And then once I have a wooden pick, I'll be able to start going into some of this stone. Get together some sticks. And although obviously I have enough material, I have enough wood that I could create a bunch of wooden tools. Wooden tools don't have much durability. They run out rather quickly, and so I don't recommend creating any wooden tools other than your initial wooden pick. And with that initial wooden pick, you can go start mining some stone, like I'm doing here, which has the dual purpose of both collecting cobblestone that you can use for creating cobblestone tools, as well as hollowing out an area that could be my shelter for my first night. And so I'm just going to hollow out a little bit more of an area here until I've collected a bit of cobblestone, because then the other thing I need is to go ahead and create a furnace. And the reason I want to create a furnace is that sometimes you get lucky and you find coal very easily, other times you don't. But either way, for the first night, you're going to want to have some torches and have some light. And so if you don't find any natural coal, it's still the case that you can always use charcoal as a substitute. And so if I go and create a furnace, I can put some wood in the bottom and in the top. and start creating charcoal. And so basically you can use wood to heat the stove. Wood gets used up very quickly when you use it in the stove rather than the charcoal. But then if you actually heat up wood, it will create charcoal. And so I'm just going to go ahead and create about 3 pieces of charcoal. And then once I have that, I'll have my initial torches that I can then use to both light the inside of this place, as well as put some torches outside. And then I'm sure I'll be safe for my first night. And so let's go ahead and do that. Create some quick torches. Oops, dropped my sticks, pick them back up. All right, I've got a torch inside. And I can also put some torches on the outside, both to mark where it is, as well as to have some light out here to make it less likely that enemies are going to spawn. So with that said, I'll go ahead and pick up my crafting table and put it back inside. And then I will use whatever remaining daylight there is before the first night falls to go ahead and collect some more wood and do some more outside work, possibly kill some pigs if they're nearby. And so I'm not going to record that because that won't be too interesting. I've only got a little bit of sunlight, and so I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. Welcome back. I managed to kill a pig and get some ham, or some pork chops, as well as managed to get a few more trees. Chop down one more tree before it got too dark. And so now the other thing I need to do to feel safe in here is create a door. And so I will go ahead and put a door as the entrance to my little hidey hole I got going on here. And great, now I feel safe for the night. And so the next thing I want to do then is take some of my sticks and go ahead and start creating some stone tools. So I'll create a couple of stone pickaxes, since I'm obviously going to be doing some mining. I'll create a stone shovel, and I will create a stone sword so that I'm ready when the bad guys come. And so basically what I'm going to do now, since it's nighttime, and I don't have any protection, I don't have any armor, I haven't killed any cows or anything yet, I am basically just going to hollow out a little bit more of this to make this feel a little bit more like a home, and also collect some more stone. So I'm going to do that for a little while, and then depending upon how much time that takes, whether it's still night or daytime, we'll see what happens next. Welcome back. Here I am again inside my house. I have hollowed out a bit more of the back. And then after I had it feeling like a comfortable sized room, I went ahead and just started digging down into the stone. Because when you dig down to the stone, you never know what you're going to find. And sure enough, I found some real coal. And so I'm going to go ahead and mine this out, and then I will be in good shape in terms of coal, and I won't have to use up my wood to make any more charcoal, even though it was very necessary and useful to get these first few torches in order to get through the night. So, with that, basically, I'll go ahead and call this a day for the first video. We managed to get some wood, we made some charcoal, we built a little home that protected us for the night, and now we found some real coal. And so I'm going to mine that, and we'll pick back up in the second video with the second day. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.